first took over the program, what did you feel needed to change right away?
I think the first thing was just the expectation level of everybody involved with the program. From the players, the parents, even the administration. I think those were the kind of the initial things that needed to change. And I think years prior, the program was just kind of a recreational program, something to do, not necessarily something. Not necessarily a program that was going to be competing for championships. It was just a kind of a thing to do in the spring, and so I think those expectations were what we needed to change from the beginning.
What steps did you take to get the players and administration on the winning mentality?
I think the first thing was just to raise the expectation level, raise the standards, and make it clear within the program what the standards were, and everything needed to change from the way we dressed, the way we practiced, the length of practice, the intensity of practice, and just the expectations and the standards that we needed to overhaul. And I think once we had a little bit of success, I think it was easier for the players especially to buy in and to see that the work that we were putting in was going to pay off and pay dividends.
Yeah, you talked a little bit about your success. And after a highly successful season, how do you maintain the team's hunger and focus?
Well, I think that's kind of that's the hardest part in sports, really, is to repeat, especially once you win a championship, be able to come back the next year and build on those experiences and that success that you had, but not to get complacent. And, we've always tried to drive home the fact that every year is a new year, every year is a new team. And although we want to build upon the traditions of the past success, that every team has their opportunity to write their own page in the history of the program.
Now, on the flip side, after a tough year, how do you rebuild confidence and keep the players believing?
It's just work. There's nothing that really separates or that replaces hard work. So you put the work in, eventually you're going to reap the benefits, and it's just a daily grind. And those teams and players that are able to do that on a daily basis are the ones that reap the success at the end of the year.
Well, I mean, obviously with Coach Bordenet, my dad, being here for such a long time, I've kind of always grown up coming to the games, being a part of the program. And then obviously once I graduated in 2021 and went on to play college baseball, kind of when my college season ended, I came back and just started coming in the dugout just to, kind of help out once my season was over for the rest of the high school season. And those 2 years where I was playing college ball and came back to help, after my season was over, it was an enjoyable time. Obviously, your brother was a part of those teams, but they won state championships both those years. So it was just an enjoyable being back in the dugout, helping out those guys that I had also played with when I was a senior. Those guys in those classes that won those state championships. So after those 2 years, I felt like I could contribute to the program as a coach, being able to just kind of do what I did those 2 years, and just helping out as just another voice to help get the program where it needs to be, winning state championships.
Can you share a moment when you saw the team's culture, values really shine through?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say any time where we're facing a bigger school, like a you know, a bigger opponent, or where we're, you know, supposed to be an underdog or something. It always seems that, you know, our program rises to the occasion, and that, you know, even if we don't have the most talented players on paper, that, you know, we're going to come ready to play, and we're going to play, you know, our game, which is what we you know, we always kind of is the message when we go into games like that. In every game, just play our game, and if we do that, we should come out on the good, you know, on the winning side. So I'd say that, you know, that's the main thing, is, you know, the team's culture and values, is that as long as we do our job, we should be able to come out on the good side.
It's been a short tenure so far, but how have you seen the players or the program evolve since you started here?
Yeah, so this will be, you know, third year officially as assistant coach. You know, like I said, playing here, graduating 21, and then coming back this in 22 and 23 as just a helper. You know, guys in your class that are seniors now, seeing you guys when you started as a freshman, to what you guys have become now, just seeing you guys grow up and grow into your personalities, where guys like you and Gus, Brennan, Mikey, Vince Tolenko. So just seeing you guys grow in your personalities, whereas when you started out, you're, you know, shy. You might be more shy or afraid to do stuff. But then, you know, where you are now as seniors, where you guys are the leaders of the team, and have bigger personalities and let that shine. And yeah, just seeing you guys become leaders is how I've seen people evolve.
What kind of impact do you hope to have on the program and the players you coach?
Yeah, I'd say just instilling the knowledge that I have, or, you know, I think I know the game of baseball well, and like I said, I've been around the program for a while. I'm just being here. I was coming to games as a kid, and then obviously playing in the program, and now helping out as a coach. And obviously with my dad being the coach, I kind of know what he wants to get out of the team and the players. So I just hope to you know, even just do a little bit of what he's able to accomplish in his career, to help guys get the most out of their playing careers in baseball, but also become good people, and good men. So I think, you know, developing players and developing men are the main goals of being a coach, and if I can do that, then I'd say the job's accomplished. And then I think obviously just helping my dad get that first 2A state championship would be something that I'd like to help him do and help the program accomplish. So that'd be great.
Hi, I'm Brennan Van Kirk. I'm a senior. We're number 41, and I play left field.
How would you describe the atmosphere and culture within this team?
I'd say that especially for baseball, the coaches do a good job of like emphasizing success, not like as a goal, but really as an expectation. It really just gives us the drive and determination we need to actually go out and execute, whether the job is on offense or defense. Just knowing that we're expected to do what we're supposed to do. It just really lays the groundwork for helping us to get the job done.
What's it like playing for Coach Bordenet, and what has he taught you the most?
I'd say that the thing that he's taught me the most is how to be a team player, not to really like desire my own like stats and my own game, but to play just for the team, see how I can help the team succeed in any situation. Just being a role player, pretty much.
How have the coaches helped you grow, not just as a player, but as a person?
Yeah, I mean, going to a Catholic school is obviously pretty helpful, but Coach Bordenet has done really good job of emphasizing that we are forming ourselves into good young men, not just players, but also off the field, just making sure that we conduct ourselves in ways that we represent Christ, we represent our school community. He's really just done a good job of forming us into great young men.
How do you and your teammates hold each other accountable during tough times?
I guess kind of going back to what I said earlier, just playing as a team, not just a group of individuals, but actually playing as one group. That really helps to build accountability because we can tell each other like, hey, this is what we need you to do in this moment. This is what we need to be successful and to be victorious. So just especially our captains in the past years have done a good job of raising the standards to show us that really like the expectation is the execution of our jobs and being successful.
What does being part of this program mean to you personally?
Just more than anything, I'm just gracious that I've had the opportunity to play for CC with all the history that we've had, 9 state championships. It's something special to be part of this program and to be in a community that really values like our faith, and they're raising us not only to be good players but to be good young men. They're helping us to develop skills that we can attribute to our lives after high school, and that's something that I've taken to heart a lot, and I'm sure a lot of our players have.
When you look back at your career so far, what achievements stand out the most to you?
I mean, it would be easy to say the state championships. I think that's the easy answer, but I think the most important thing is just being able to see all of our players continue to improve from their freshman year to senior year, and then ultimately for them to be a success after they leave Central Catholic. They go into the working world, they go to college, then in the working world, and just to see them have success in whatever path they choose. I think that's the most rewarding aspect of coaching, even more so than the championships.
And what do those state championships mean to you personally and as well for the school community?
Well, I think more than anything, it's just kind of a validation of doing the right thing and outworking our opponents. And I looking back of the teams that we had that have won the state championships, very few of those teams were the most talented teams. But I think just having the buy-in from everybody, from the coaches, players, to parents, to administration, I think that has really been the key to our success.
What legacy do you want to leave behind in this program?
I think more than anything, just doing the right thing, the value of hard work, the value of being committed, the value of having the right types of players within the program, and helping players achieve not only success but just to reach to maximize their God-given abilities. I think that's what a coach's job is and should be, and hopefully whenever I stop coaching, hopefully that's something that I can the footprint that I've left in the program.
How much longer do you see yourself coaching?
As long as I enjoy what I'm doing, I don't really put a time frame on that. I think talking to other coaches that have done it a long time, and they all say you'll know when that time is, and it's hard to put a time, amount of years on it. I just think as long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing and still making an impact on my players and school, and still being a positive contributor to the success of Central Catholic as a whole. I think that's what my goal is every year, and until those goals start to change, then I could see myself doing it for a long time.
And what keeps you motivated to show up year after year, whether it be after a successful year or whether it be after a down year?
You know, I just think this school, this community means so much to me, and has blessed me with so many opportunities and success that you know, I want to give back, and I continue to, you know, that's what my goal is every year, is to do the best that we possibly can, and to maximize our players' abilities. And as long as I'm having an impact on that, I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
And lastly, when the day eventually comes to step away, do you know what will be next for you?
No, I really don't. I really haven't thought that far down the line, but you know, obviously baseball has always been a big part of my life, and I'm sure that when I'm done coaching, baseball will still be part of my life in some way, form, or fashion.